From NBC News, this is Today with Campbell Brown and Lester Holt, live from Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
And joining us now is Bill Boggs, author of Got What It Takes. Successful people reveal how they made it to the top. Bill, good morning. Thanks very much.
Nice to be with you, Lester.
You're a successful guy, obviously a long-time New York TV personality. It was interesting to hear her talk about doing something that she was passionate about. You talked to a lot of famous people. That was a recurrent theme, wasn't it?
Indeed it was. Well, Kathy Black was one of the 44 people in the book, ranging from Renee Zellweger, Joe Torre, Sir Richard Branson. Following your passion is something that all of the people I interviewed certainly displayed. Whether it was something that they started out with, like James Blake, the tennis player, you know, who was at 10.
Sure.
Or Clive Davis, a music mogul who really discovered it later in life, or Bobby Flay. Following the path of their passion worked for them is one of the reasons they were successful.
And a positive attitude, I know, counts. Kathy mentioned growing up in a supportive environment. You mentioned Renee Zellweger. She talked with you about her family, saying, my parents didn't project their insecurities or fear of failure or embarrassment onto us as children. It was, why not try? What should parents take away from that? How much, you know, in terms of our success?
You know, Lester, there's so much that parents said, but I think the number one thing I would say quickly would be giving your child unconditional love. Many of these successful people said, my parents gave me unconditional love, and that enabled me to feel that I could do anything. Certainly in my case, my mother said, you can do anything you want, Bill, as long as you put your mind to it.
But we all hit crossroads in life, and we make a decision to go left, right, or forward. All these people encountered that. Talk about the decision-making process.
Well, I think the decision-making process is important, and not to make decisions based on money early on. A couple of people said that, like, if you take a job because you think you're going to be making money to pay your car payment or go to better restaurants, wrong reason. Take a job, particularly early on, because of what it's going to give you, the experience it will give you. Then you will, quote, have what it takes to move forward in life.
And you went right to the top of this. Sir Richard Branson, obviously a very successful guy, the founder of Virgin Records and Virgin Atlantic. He's had this to say: whatever your dreams are, you are going to fail on occasions. There's no point in being too concerned about it for too long. Obviously easy for a multi-billionaire to say, but failure is part of the equation. Most successful people I've encountered, at some point they've got a, boy, you should have seen me back then.
One of the things I personally learned in doing the interviews for Got What It Takes was the value of failure. That there's a set of coping skills surrounding failure, Lester, that enables you to go higher. Like Senator K. Bailey Hutchinson said, unless you really fail, you're not going to succeed big time.
You also devote a whole chapter in this book to luck. Because let's face it, you know, it's good to be good, but it's better to be lucky sometimes.
Well, you know, I think that Dr. Judith Rodin, who's in the book, first woman to be president of an Ivy League college and now president of the Rockefeller Foundation, put it perfectly. Luck favors the prepared mind. You can be ready, a lucky break can be handed to you, but unless you've done all the work and everything to have yourself ready to take advantage of that lucky break, you're going to swing the bat, and it's going to go right by you.
Well, that's a good piece of advice. This is a great book. I mean, you got some great access to some really important people.
Got what it takes.
And I'm sure people will find a lot in there on their own road to success. Bill Boggs, thanks for being here.
Nice to see you.